Hi guys, Jonathan Chowney with JChownGolf at Croydon Park Golf Club in Essex, and if you're someone who struggles with coming out of your posture, so you're coming in, you're down to your downswing and your chest is standing up through the ball, you struggle with a top, you might even struggle with bad thins, you could even miss the golf ball from doing this. This is the perfect video for you, because why this is perfect is because we're going to get into one, of course, drills we can do to fix this, just like any other golf YouTube channel, but why we're different here is because we're going to talk about the exact reasons and two most common reasons to why this happens, and to be honest they're probably the two only ones as well. So you're going to understand the root cause first and then we're going to get into the drills after that, so make sure you stay along for the whole video so you understand the root cause. You have to know that to fix it properly with the drill. So first reason here guys, to really losing your posture. So doing this move, let's see if I can do it quite well. Losing your posture, there we go. Normal kind of shot you're going to do from losing posture. You're going to top the golf ball more often than not. So a lot of people out there, what they're always trying to do, they're trying to let's say lifting my head, lifting my chest. I'm going to try and keep that all down through the golf shot. Now yes, that will stop you from hitting that top shot for sure, but you will also notice when you do that a very undesirable shot comes up because of it as well, most likely a slice shot, sometimes maybe even a hook. So really when you do calm that down, keeping your chest down, you don't get the result you want. That's because the reason for this happening hasn't been addressed, because this move coming up like this is happening because your back of your brain, your subconscious is trying to re-correct something. Something has happened earlier in your golf swing that is really making this happen. So why would we do that? So first main reason I see here guys is people getting up to a nice top of their backswing, and then as soon as they come down in the downswing they get an extremely steep shaft coming into the golf ball. Really steep. This is number one reason for this that I always see. Now if I've got a really steep shaft coming into the golf ball, look what happens to the shaft again now as I start to stand and lift my chest up. See how now that shaft kind of falls back on path? Because our brain always knows where this club shaft is and the club face is in relation to space in our golf swing. It's not going to want to continue to stay in my posture with a really steep shaft, because I'm going to get too swipey across the ball, too out to win, so I'm going to hit it too slicey of a path, and I'm also going to make horrendously deep divots. I'm going to hit really down on the golf ball. So my body, if I'm here coming in my downswing really steep in that shaft, I'm going to end up raising up just because of the influence that will have on the club shaft. So that's a massive one guys. We have to get rid of this lifting up. If this is your problem, this will be most of you, we need to get this shaft shallowing in the downswing. We need to get this shaft shallowing. So main thing I see here guys, reasons why. One, why am I getting steep? Because if I'm getting steep, I'm going to be lifting up, so I've got to get rid of the steep shaft to stop coming on my posture. So I see steep shafts more commonly caused here guys by this back shoulder, hard to see in my puffy jacket, but my back elbow here staying out behind me, staying behind me in the downswing. See how it's pointing? It's pointing right behind me. That's going to immediately cause this shaft to come down in the downswing very steep. This is a lot of you guys over the top golf swings as well. This is one thing you'll do quite often. So right, if that move with my elbow causes this steep shaft, what do I need to do with my elbow then? I need to get it in front of me. So now you can see it's now pitched the shaft behind me, so it's going to immediately affect shaft pitch. And if that shaft is coming in from a shallow on path position, there's no reason for my body then to stand up. So we've got to be able to get this elbow going in front of our body coming down, so then our body won't have a massive reaction. So elbow has to be going in front of our body. It cannot be going behind, because we can see if I just move my elbow back and forth from behind me to in front of me, look what happens to the shaft. We need it to be shallow to stay in posture. So guys, easy one to do here. We've got a really nice little drill we can do, grabbing the end of the club head. Now this is one just for this. Get up to the top of your backswing. We're going to grab this club by the grip now. And now I want you to make moves in your downswing where you are pulling this here. I'm pulling it with my left hand, pulling it in front of my body with a grip, and how that's getting my elbow, my back elbow, in front of my body. If I had a club in my hand whilst doing that, it's going to be getting very shallow. So if this is your problem guys, make sure you're getting a lot of this in. It will stretch you out more than anything. This is a lot of problems with mobility as well. So if I'm here Putting this in front of me, get my elbow in front of me, shaft is good as shallow. Then I can do the classic type of, you know, not lifting up type of thing where I'm keeping my chest down. I'll never think for you guys to think about your head. Don't think about keeping your head down the whole time. That will stop your rotation. Think about your chest. So once we've got all those reps in there, getting that elbow out in front of us, we could almost do exaggerated drills here where we're trying to get our elbow in front of us whilst keeping our chest or our zipper more down to the ground. So let's have a little go here. We've done all those drills for the first reason, and now let's get some shots in. You can see a splash of water from all the rain, but that was a good golf shot. This is really going to give me the feeling of shallowing the shaft, and if that shaft is shallow, I'm not going to be coming out of my posture. It's all a reaction. It's all about you managing what's happening with that club face, guys. So that's number one reason. If you steepen that shaft and you're topping the golf ball, this is what you've got to fix. It's going to be vast majority of you guys out there, 75% for sure. The next reason is definitely something I see a lot as well, but I say it's only about a quarter of the times I see people topping the golf ball. This is what they do in raising up their posture. So now this, if we try to keep our chest down and not raise up doing this problem, we're actually going to hit the opposite shot. We're going to hook it. So we are now, by raising up, we're reacting to a very strong club face. So let's say I've got a very strong grip. I've got a 4-knuckle grip and I'm coming in my backswing and I'm not doing anything to help my club face. The club face is coming back very, very closed. So I'm just doing the example of a strong grip. You could be flexing your wrist massively. You could be doing a bunch of other things. But if I'm coming back with a very, very strong club face and it remains strong in my swing, if I stay down in my posture and continue to rotate, the club is going to come into the golf ball very, very close. I'll have to rotate an incredible amount to be able to square it like a Dustin Johnson. We can't all do that, that's for sure. So what our body is going to do naturally, very close club face coming down, it's going to go, oh God, I can't square that up to my target before I get to impact. I'm going to have to stand up, because as soon as we stand up, the hands raise. And as soon as my hands raise, you're going to see the club face actually starts to open up. So the club face starts pointing more right. But if I've got, let's say, a club face that is very, very strong coming into the ball, that might just be enough for me to get that club face, me standing up, coming out my posture, for that ball to go onto my target. But of course, most of the time, that's going to make you top the ball. I've seen guys do this to the extent where they're just in between topping it and hitting it properly, and with a very strong club face, they end up pushing it and actually slicing it as well. So that's the influence standing up has on your club face. You can see here, guys, it's very rare we have a time where we stand up just because we're standing up. Only you will be able to take that if you've got lessons with your pro or you've been recording your swing. Only you will be able to know about that, is seeing if you've got these other bits going in your golf swing. So, of course, just like before, we've got to fix the root cause first. Last time it was a steep shaft. This time it's the strong club face. So whether that's from your grip, if it's your grip, real easy, guys, just make your grip a little bit weaker. If you're seeing more than 3 knuckles going there, I want you to see 2 to 2.5 on your left hand. That's the first one to do. And then other than that, let's say, for example, we're really bowing that wrist too much. That's getting our club face to flex. Let's make sure that we're getting little moves here where this club face is nice and square. So our drill is going to be a set drill. So where we're going to set the golf club, we're going to make sure that golf club is square. So a square face here, guys, is the grooves pointing slightly down towards my basketballs there. We don't want it toe up, that's open. We don't want it too much looking towards the ground, that's closed. That's going to make us come out of our posture. We want to make it right here, so where it's just diagonally pointing slightly down towards the basket in front of me. So let me do one here where I'm going to set it. Good, club face is good. Now I'm going to swing up from here and hit it. So just a little drill there where it's making sure my club face is nice and square to start off with. And if my club face is nice and square, I'm going to stop raising up, coming out my posture. Now, of course, just like before, if we just focused on the root cause, we would still do our standing up thing just out of habit a little bit. Over time, it will go away on its own, but it's still going to really, you still are going to raise up a little bit just from habit, like I said. So if we can make sure we're doing this and focusing on the chest staying down through the golf ball at the same time, we're going to be golden. So just like that. That's what we want here, guys. We want to be making sure we're doing our root cause, and then we can think of the classic, like keeping your chest down whilst you're rotating through the ball. Then you're going to benefit, and the ball's actually going to go where you want it to go. So again here, guys, let me do one more. This is for the closed club face, making sure off the golf ball, it's nice and square. If it's square off the golf ball, it's most likely going to be square throughout your backswing. Good, and now hit it. So you can see there, I'm only doing little halfy ones. because I want to make sure I'm getting the quality of movement in there. I'm doing what I want to do. If we do it nice and slow and half to start off with, it's going to be the best chance of our body to be able to repeat that movement. So exactly what we want to, guys. So if you can see there, it's not as straightforward as you're standing up because you're standing up. It's always because something else is going on in your golf swing. You've got to address that first before you can even hope to fix it. Otherwise, you're just going to be spinning your wheels over and over again. Why am I topping it all the time? I think I've keeping my chest down and my head down, I'm still topping the golf ball, because you're not fixing the root cause. Root cause has to be fixed, guys. Think of that, and then you think of that keeping your chest down and what have you, and you will stop topping the golf ball, guys. So if you found this video helpful there, press that like button, hit that subscribe as well if you want more content like this. I put out 3 videos every single week, content just like this, where we get to a problem, break it down, make it nice and easy, and then apply our drills and fixes to it afterwards, so you can get proper results, not just quick tips here and there. We need to understand the golf swing properly to be able to fix it, guys. So if you do these 2 little things, fix those for sure. Steep shafts, you can fix that. You know, closed club face, you can fix that, and then you'll be able to fix your coming out of posture.